and welcome to Add More Zest, and my name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and it's that exciting time. I'm so happy. Which large diamond painting am I going to do next? I am loving doing the large diamond paintings at the moment. I'm just sort of reminding myself of a few of these. So I like all the paintings in my wheel. So this is my current in my logbook. The greyed out ones are ones that it's already picked. So I mean, it's one of those. They're all paintings that I like, so I would be happy if it picked any of them. However, there are a couple that if it did pick them, I'd just be like, oh, maybe that's not going to be my favourite. But let's see which one it picks for me. And then I will get the painting and all the stuff. What's it called? Oh, Diamond Art Studio Picasso. It nearly landed on Vivian the Fox Girl. And I really like that one also. That's probably one that I was kind of hoping it would pick. It's a Carrot Art one and I've not done one from them before. But I love Diamond Art Studio, so I am more than happy that it's picked this one, and it's actually on the top, so I've not had to dig anything out because it's a more recent one. So we're gonna do Picasso. So let's get all the gubbins out of, oh, it's got ABs. I forgot Picasso has got ABs. Look at all that blue. Look at that blue. Right, so this is Picasso. This is from Diamond Art Studio UK. Look at him. And it goes all the way down to the bottom. There is a lot of paint splatters because Picasso is a painter. So it does break up a lot of the blue, but I quite like when it has a block of a colour. I do find I just don't have to think. I just sit there and I just do. So we have 34 colours. We have 4 AB colours. Very nice. So yeah, 34 colours. And bearing in mind that one of them is a lat. And there's going to be quite a lot of the pink as well. So I'm trying to think which box to do it in. So there is potentially my Heaven and Earth Designs box. Not my Heaven and Earth Designs box. That's not the word I wanted to use. My Elizabeth Ward. Though it is behind a load of boxes. Or I could do a 60 bottle case and then have a load with the blue in it. Let's have a look at the other colours that I've got in here and how many I have. I've also got a dot box as well. And I do a lot of my paintings in the conservatory sat on the couch. So I'm also thinking of where it's going to be sat on the couch. So I've got all that blue, which if it needs to go into extra bags, that's fine. I'm happy popping it into some of my extra bags on a book ring. So there's the gorgeous ABs. So they're not going to give me a problem bags wise. What else have we got that we might have? No, they're different. That's different. So's that one. In fact, they go in that order. DMC wise. Okay, so it's only the blue that we actually have like more than one bag of. Though these bags would be quite full in, you know, they'd fill up a round tub quite quickly. So I'm actually thinking that the Elizabeth Ward might be the best for this because it gives me those small boxes for these, but then it also gives me the really big ones that I can use for these. So it might be that that one works better. I'm very I'm very tempted to go for that one, though it's not as easy to work with when it's on the couch because it's a big tray. So as long as nobody else is sitting on the couch, it's all good. The other option I have got is the dot box, but I do. So this dot box has a few, or at least it has one that is huge, and then it has quite a few that are small that will take these smaller ones, and then we have long ones that will potentially take those. But I actually have quite a few of these that I am using as extra boxes in my Paint Journey minis. So I'm gonna dig out. I say dig out because it's tucked on a shelf behind the boxes for packing for the shop. It's the shelf that it fits absolutely perfectly on, but it takes a little bit to get it out. And when I say a little bit, there we go, it's out. Though I have now got boxes all around my feet. But I think this one might work the best. So say this is a bead storage solution, Elizabeth Ward. I have used this quite recently actually. But it does have these huge tubs, which I think will fit quite a bit of that in. And then we have those, and then we have the tiny mini ones. Now, so we have these medium boxes, and I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so I've got 7 that are sort of bigger colours, like thicker bags. It does have weights on them, so I do know sort of which order to put them in. But then 809, I have 7 bags of them. Now, I don't mind having diamonds, say, in extra bags, and I fill them up as I go along. But if it's not needed, it's not needed. So 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 34. So I definitely have enough boxes there for the rest of the colours. I'm just trying to work out what's the best way to divide it up. Whether I might do it by weight, because I can put these ones that are 1.05 that are just a small amount. There's a few of those, and then I've got ones that are 1.65. I can put those in the tiny pots. And I might actually work backwards, because if I work backwards and do them according to weight in these, especially because there's a lot of them that are similar weights. Oh, that's the wrong pile. So that's 165. That's 165. And so's that. And that one. So that's the 105 weight, that's the 165 weight. All the ABs are a little bit more. They don't need more than this tiny pot. And if I go through all the tiny pots first, and then pop some of these in the bigger ones, and then I can always try these in those with the idea of getting as many blue into pots as I possibly can. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, let's get rid of the box for my Elizabeth Ward storage. I do need to create myself some stickers for these. So this is where I probably pulled out all the diamonds a little bit too soon. But let's get myself some stickers. I'm going to go for square ones because I think they will fit better on this sheet. So I've got some square. These are all my stickers for. A lot of them are just for stock stuff, but it's the easiest stickers to get hold of. So a lot of them are like for labelling up stock. and pull out any square ones I have. So that's an old AB sheet. Then I have some pink. They're all round. That's not. And they're both round. Okay. So this one has the least amount on it. Some pink stickers, so let's use those up first. I need my purple and my black pen. I think I've mainly got purple because it was the one that hadn't run out the most. That's got diamonds. Let me scoot them over. So I use this to draw the symbol, and then I use my black to do the DMC number. So let's see how well I can draw these symbols. And I'm going over them twice just so they stand out, because that is what I look at when I'm doing the painting. Is I want to look at the symbol more than anything. And we've got a H, an equals sign, a square, 310. I've only got a small bag of 310. And we've got an O with a stripe down. Oh, don't know why I thought that was the right way. Triangle. Ooh, Sam, you're testing me now. Some of these symbols. There we go. It's like a weird M. Then we've got a star. Try and draw my star and then colour it in and neaten up my edges as I go along. A dot, a bigger dot with a line through, a D, I can do that, an arrow, sort of tapers off at the end, a bit like Star Trek, that one. Then we've got a T, a V, got spoilt then, 2 letters, a pin, or at least that's what I call it. Then we've got an anchor. Looks a bit like a cat's smile to start off with. An arrow with 2 arrows, so like the bottom of an arrow. A diamond. A question mark, I can do that. The letter R. Then I've got a swirl. Divide. Number 2, letter L, and N. Then we've got 3 triangles. 2, 3, hazard. Number 6, a slash. Going back on itself, arrow. A moon, the moon, try to colour it in, the number 4, and then I do need another one. I don't have another pink one, well I do, but I'd have to go rummaging. So we're going to make the tick mark, and I've done that far too low down. Do a tick mark, we'll do that in a green. If it really annoys me, I'll pull out my pink smaller stickers because I do know I have them. And then for the black pen, I'm going to add in the DMC code. This pen's running out. 151, 154. And I am double checking that I'm doing it on the right one as I go along. 304, just in case I've missed out a symbol. 310. 318, 413, 414. I think it's not that many colours, and then I quite realise how many colours it actually is. 434, 517, 550, 606, 644, 703, and I might rearrange my Elizabeth Ward storage once I'm done. 809, got a lot of that one. 826, 892, 893 and 894. I like that for shading. 917. I was trying to decide. I was trying to remember what I was saying then, and I think it's not working while I'm writing numbers. 993, and then we've got 3608, 3708, 3746, 3801, 3835, 3840. Okay, then we've got 701 AB, 995 AB, 996 AB, and this last little one is 5200 AB, and that's why my symbol was too low, because it doesn't give me room to write my DMC number underneath. Okay, stickers are done. Picasso, move aside. I will be paying enough attention to you very shortly. So let's go by, I'm going to go by DMC number, etc. for the purpose of kitting this up. And then I might rearrange these to be in a little bit of alphabet and symbol order. There's not too many alphabet letters, so it might not be an issue. But I'm going to go with what works for storage first. So let's start with all the packs that weigh 105. So I want 644. So these are all the small ones. And these square stickers fit perfectly. I'm so glad I went with square. So 644. Okay. Try and do it from the side so that the bag can open up fully. So there's plenty of room in there. In fact, I'll probably just be dipping my pen into that rather than tipping them into a tray. Get down my little bin. So the next one I've got here is 517. And at least I can take all these out to arrange them in DMC order if I need to, when it comes to the end of it. But again, these are all just small amounts that I can just, say, dip my pen into, bob a symbol on, off I go. H. And opening these has got a lot easier since I've been using the case. Sometimes opening the Elizabeth Ward boxes when you first get them can really be quite tough, but they do ease up over time. 413. Can't believe how well these stickers fit. It wasn't even meant to be that way, but the square stickers fit on these small storage ones so well. And I'm just looking, I've got diamonds stuck under here from whatever my last painting was. They're stuck underneath the boxes. Those. So 413. Quite excited to do this one. I'm excited to be doing a square one. I think the last few large ones that I've done have been round, haven't they? I think it was Mother Earth, and then was it flamingos? I can't actually remember if I had one in between. 434. If I did have one in between, I don't think it was a square. Oh, no, what was the painting I was doing before the June waffle? Was that a large painting? Yeah, it was Flying Feathers I did in between. That was a square. It wasn't a really nice square though. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't as nice a square as the likes of Diamond Art Studio are. Their squares from doing Mr. Quacker's, I know their squares are adorable. In fact, I actually have one of their, I think I still have Daisies, which is a painting from Diamond Art Studio as well. It's just not still in the box. I actually took it out of the box. Then it got to the point that I had too many that came in boxes, and it just became easier to keep them in boxes. So I've actually got another one of theirs. But the decision wheel didn't choose it this time. Okay, so I'm going on to the ones that now weigh 165. How many boxes do I have left? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. Okay, so I've got 7 here. So I'm going to have a look. I don't think it really matters. I was wondering whether to look at the symbols and see if there's any symbols that I'm best putting into a bigger pot. But to be honest, I don't think there is. It's not like any of them are the AB ones, so I'll just keep going. Keep going according to weight, working from the bottom up, with the idea that however many big ones I have left, I can put these in them and actually have all the diamonds in here. 9, 9, 3. And I do have one letter in here, but the rest are symbols anyway. I will get used to, once I've started a painting, I tend to get used to which symbols go where. And a lot of these will be for the splatters and the finer detail, rather than one I'm reaching for all the time. 304. It's an equal sign. But yeah, if you do struggle with the Elizabeth Ward containers, getting them open, if you've got a pair of tweezers, especially a pair of the black tweezers with the flat end can be really good for opening these. 917, that is a letter as well. 151 is a number. 150 is a symbol. 414 is a symbol. I was just wondering whether it was worth, I might keep the number one aside just in case, because I've got no numbers in here. So I might end up with the numbers together. So I'll put this letter one in. Because what I could always do is still do like an order, but do it by row or by sizing. So actually move the H and the R up the top. So I'm still looking across the top for any letters and so forth and so forth, rather than it being a matter of them being in order from this side across like you read. So 151 is the number 1, so I'll wait for that one and I'll do 150 because that's a symbol. Because a lot of these are symbols. And I know that because I've just had to try and draw them. And then 414, which is also a symbol. Looks a little bit like the letter M, but I think that's more the way I've drawn it than the way the symbol actually is. There's been a few people actually in the group that have done Picasso recently, I think. I'm sure there's been a couple of people that have done it. But I will pop a link to Picasso in the description below. I will also pop the little discount code that Diamond Art Studio UK were kind enough to give me to pass on to you all. If you ever need it, it is on my website under discounts and codes and links and stuff. I have links there. If there's a discount code, I put that there as well. Right, so all that weight is done. So of the next ones, I know they're the heavier weights at the top. So that's got a 2 in it. That starts with a 2. That starts with a 2. Okay, so let's do it that way. So these all start with a 2. I've got plenty of tubs. It's not a matter of whether I need the tub or not. So we'll go for 734. This is the letter V. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that the letters and numbers sort of go in the top section, and then those that have got symbols end up further down. Another benefit of tubs that slide about and move about. So 734, 703 is the letter T. So I'll move one of these down. We've got an AB in here as well. Green AB. Love that lime green. Limey green. Close to lime green. 701 AB. That's a symbol. 701 AB. I wonder how much I'm going to chip my nails just opening these by hand. Sparkly, loads of room. Okay, so that's a 300 or 3 points. I say 300. So these are all actually 3.45. The weight starts with a 3. That's what I'm going for. So 996 AB. This one is also a number. It's the number 4. So if I go along the basis that I'm reading, I'll move this up near the top. I think this is actually going to work out the better way of distinguishing the letters and numbers, because then I don't have to worry about whether they fit in a row or not. I'm putting something in the bottom of the row. 3840. We have a slash. It's not an AB one, this one. It's pretty blue though. It's very close to 809, but not quite. So this is probably in some sort of transition between one colour and another, slash a little bit of shading maybe. Time will tell. 3746. So I've got another letter. I might actually get all the rest of this row in before I mess about. I might put them close, but then I'll mess about and finesse them a little bit better. So what I'll do is I'll put the N in there, but I'll put it in alphabet order afterwards. Then we've got my 5200 AB, which means I'm done with that sticker sheet. So 5200 AB. Come on. That's a tick, so that's just a symbol. And then those starting with a 4 is these two. So we've got 995 AB. I got a remnant of an old diamond in there. I don't need that. And that one, while it's a symbol, I am going to put it there because it's actually quite close to the other ABs. Like, in fact, all 4 ABs are close to each other. It might not work out by the time I've slipped in the letters and the numbers, but we'll see. 3835. So we do have another number, this one being number 6. Beautiful diamonds. So let's put that in near the rest of the numbers. Okay, then we've got 3 more colours before I get to the bigger bags. And then we'll see which ones, see if they do fit in these tubs. So 3608 is actually the number 2. Ooh. This one's actually in a different bag. It's not got the red trim on the top. Everything else about it is the same. It's got the same label and everything. It's just in a slightly different bag. That confused me. Okay, so we've got the number 2. So let's shove that up there to be sorted. 310. We have a square. 310. Oh, look at that nice small amount of 310. Though having said that, there wasn't much 310 in my last one. And then 318, which is another symbol. And it's a grey. Okay, weight-wise on the rest, so 9.45, which is 893. In fact, let's try it in the pot because we've done a jump from 5 to 9. I don't think there's going to be any problems with them fitting in. No, there's not. But sometimes before popping the sticker on, see there's still loads of room in that pot. It's worth checking. So 893. Then this one, 606, which is actually a letter, the letter D. So it will need to go up here. And then the next jump we go is to 12. So from 9 point something to 12 point something. It's hiding. They like to hide at the back of stickers. Diamonds sometimes. I don't know whether it's just more of a clingy place for them or not. Okay, so the next one is 12.45. So let's see how that fits in. And this is all because I'm just wanting as many pots as possible to put the glue in. But I thought I may as well just start backwards. So 892 is a symbol. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the letters. So I actually want the letters in that order. And then I want the numbers in that order. So 1, 2, 4, 6. And then I'm just going to scoop those up so that my ABs, while they're not in a grid, because I've got the number 6, they are all together. Just because I think it looks pretty. So now I've got my letters, and then I've got my letters and my numbers, and then I've got my symbols. So I'll read them across. So what I'm going to do now when I do these 4 is I will probably use these 4 tubs at the top, and then I'll use the bottom ones for just putting in blue. Maybe I might not even get to need them. They might all fit in these. We shall find out. So 894 is a question mark. Question, question. So we've got 16.05 of these. Easily fit in that one. These are pretty. 956. At the minute, I'm not necessarily doing these by weight. I'm just going for the 4 of these should fit in these tubs. And so far they do. 809 is the one that I need to do in a minute. What am I doing? 3708. I'm stickering up 809 already. And I don't need to yet. Let's get my pinky pinks done. So that's an alphabet one and the next one isn't. So I'll put it there. So all my alphabet ones are there. And then because the 809 is also a symbol, all my symbols start at this bottom section and work across. So 3801. Nearly 20 grams of those. Pretty. Let's switch them around so that we've got lights at the top and darks at the bottom. Little tweaks. Little tweaks. Okay, I'm going to start, I think, because I'm going to be looking from the top down. That's now the way that I'm sort of reading it. I think I'm going to make this my stickered box. Not that it will make a huge difference, but that's going to be my stickered box for 809. So let's fill this one up. So these have got 21.9, I think it's grams. So let's see. So I've got 7 bags and they do fit 2 per big one. So I wouldn't have even been able to fit them all in those. Because I'm actually going to end up filling those up. And need another pot. 809. I suppose it's better than the last one. Mr. Quacker's was all, I think, 5200 or 3865. I actually can't remember now. Can't have been that frightening, can it? Because they've all been done. I was wondering then whether to put the other bags in 3 across and leave these ones empty. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're going to get emptied anyway, aren't they? So let's go for it being in all the big ones first. And I just completely missed the pot with some of those. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about having enough of these. Not for picking up 4 off the desk, but, you know, let's be neat and tidy to start off with. And see how it goes after that. Compared to the amount of whites I had left over from Mr. Quacker's, I fully have visions of having this tub still completely full by the time I'm done. So if they fit 2 in, this should be able to fit the 1 in. And it does. So this size fits 1 bag in. The other size fits 2. So they're my extras for my blues. And then I've got my pinks. And then I go across. How pretty does that look? I could do it sort of colour coordinated, but I'm happy with that layout. I'm happy with the way that works. Right, let me get my canvas prepped, which won't take a lot to get it prepped. So often I tend to gravitate towards working from the bottom up, bottom left up. It's the way I've always done it. I tend to roll the painting and it sits on the table in front of my easel when it's done. And I like that way of working. If this painting is actually most of the, or a lot of the sort of exciting part, i.e. when his face gets added, is at the top. So I am going to start this one at the bottom. If I was doing a painting that had a lot of the excitement of the picture down the bottom, then I would consider starting at the top. Because really it doesn't matter. But what I like to do is I find that if I work with a clear cover and just pull it back, I will start doing a painting, and say when I get here where I've got the symbol number 2 to fill in a few places, I'll fill in here and I'll fill in here, and then I'll be just like, oh, there's just a few here, oh, there's just a few here up above, oh, there's a little scattering of them here, and before you know it, I've gone. So what I like to do is I like to use cover paper. So I use the cover paper that we sell in our shop. It's a little bit smaller than the big 6x4s. And I like to line up just 2 rows to start off with. So I'm going to overlap it a bit because, you know, we don't want to be getting fussy about where they're positioned. Maybe I need to overlap a bit more. See, if I didn't overlap, I would probably get exactly the right amount of sheets going across. But by overlapping, I do actually give myself a little bit of leeway as well when it comes to doing a section. I can often pull a little bit more over if I need to. So I'm going to overlap it like that. So if I was starting to do it and pulled this section off and went, oh, actually, I've not got much time, then I've still got the scope to sort of scoot this over a bit more, potentially, and give myself less room to work on. So I'd rather have more and take off more. So I'm more than happy. When I get to the end, I will probably just be like, do you know what, I'm going to take them both off and I'll do that full section. I often do 2 or 3 sections each time I do it. But that's my first row. Then I like to do a second row. I don't tend to overlap this one as much. Not that it really matters if it is overlapped, because I straighten it up as I go along. And that's all the cover paper sheets I'll use on this painting. And then for the clear cover that's over the top, I cut it off about halfway over the cover sheets that I've got, maybe a little bit further up. And that goes bye-bye with the rest of my rubbish. I can then peel off this bottom row, whether I want to peel off 1 square, 2 square, 3 squares, however many I want to do. What I may find myself doing is doing a couple, doing all of the blue. And then I may put that back on if that's sort of the end of my session or the time I've got. And I may fill in just the bits around here, or I may decide to keep going and pull off the next one. But when I do take these off, I then will move them up. So I'll move it up to there, because this will by now, hopefully by then, will have diamonds on. Once I've done this full row and they've all been moved up, then I'll cut another strip of the clear off, so that I can then start working on this without messing with this. I hope that makes sense. But that's the way I like to work on them. It also means that the rest of the painting can just hang down off the back of my easel. And it tends to sit a bit nicer sometimes on the back of my easel when I'm not panicking about diamonds being over the top. It also means then that if I need to use my clips to clip it to the iPad, not the iPad, the light pad, if I need to use my big towel clips, I'm not clipping onto diamonds, I'm clipping onto canvas that's covered and protected and will still take diamonds later on. So that's the way I like to do it. So Picasso, bless his little heart, is ready to be started, and we'll be able to see his smile come to life. You'll probably see him in my whip and chat on Sunday. I don't know whether some of him will be done or not. It all depends if I get the itch. But to be honest, I'm probably going to get the itch. So you'll probably see some of him done. How far along I get, I don't know. I do have quite a lot of stuff I should be doing at the moment. But yeah, Picasso is all kitted up, ready to go. I say I will pop a link to him down below, along with the discount code for Diamond Art Studio UK. There is also a link on my website to their website, and it does detail the code under links and codes. So if you think about it later on, can't find this video because there's just so many, then by all means just go to my website under links and codes and you will find the link and a code, and it will take you directly to their website and you can browse, because why not? Though it is dangerous, you will spend money. But anyway, that is, say, this one done. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy. I'm going to be doing another diamond art studio because I have quite a few of them in my stash, so it will be nice to get another one done. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.